came across this cute elephant mold, which makes these cute little elephants. Ooh, there's only one problem. It's got a hole at the back, and I want to make an elephant parade. So I had to build the back. I made a mold of it, and oh my God, it took me down the silicone mold rabbit hole. Let's see how I go on. Yay, another video. Oh my God. And this is all about cute little elephants. Oh, I'm so excited. But this video is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to take you down a journey that I went on when I was trying to complete this project. It took me ages to get somewhere with this project. It's just because there was failings, there was issues, and also there was all sorts of things happening. But I am really stubborn, and I thought, no, I'm gonna complete it, and I'm gonna have my army of elephants. I'm gonna have an elephant parade. So that's where it all started. And I came across this little mold, and I saw the picture, and I was like, oh my God, that is so cute, and it's adorable, and I have to have it because it's got like that cute little face. So I bought the mold, but when the mold came through and I made it, well, when I saw the mold, when I bought it, I did not realize that it was actually a tea light holder. So that it had a hole at the back. And I was like, don't panic. You can build it. You can make it a whole elephant. You just need to try and make it. So I did. I got some packaging. I recycled some packaging, card, paper, and put it inside, and then started building it with air dry clay. And then I thought, you silly monkey, air dry clay is porous, so when you put it in the silicone, it's probably not going to work. So then, change your plans. I came across epoxy paste, which is 2 parts, and you put them together and you mix it really well, and then you start building, and it dries out like polymer clay, but because it's epoxy, it just dries, it cures really quickly. So then I built the back with this once I had filled in the gap, filled in the hole. And this is like 1-to-1. So 1 part of this, equal measures, and that's it. So I did build the elephant, so here it is. And then I made the mold. It's just, I've done everything off camera because I thought, it's a prototype. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know how I'm going to do the video. I really don't know anything about this project. So I made the elephant, and then I made the mold using one of those boxes that you build, and you use the bulldog clips, which is for making molds. But this is it. It's a brick. It weighs a flipping ton. And the issue that I had, I did not have enough silicone. So as you can see, I had to buy some more, wait for that to come through, and then just top it up. But I was like, oh my God, this is huge. This silicone is really flexible. So I have tried to make an elephant using this mold, and it's good. It's okay. The only problem is that I thought that there was a lot of bubbles, most of all under the chin. They get trapped in here. So I thought, maybe I need something, I need to try to make it smaller, so then I can squeeze it and trying to get the bubbles out. And I thought, I can't do it with this, although the silicone is brilliant. The silicone is really good, but I thought it had to do with the shape. That took me down a silicone rabbit hole. So I started searching. I was like, what best silicone to use? Which one is the more flexible? And then I came across a video, an amazing video, and I'm trying to find it and just put the link in the description, so then you can check it out if you ever want to make a silicone mold. And it talks about all the different types of silicones. And I did not know that silicone has got hardness, which is measured in Shaw, and it goes from, I believe, 0 to 100, and the higher the number, the harder the silicone. So I thought, oh my God, I need a really squidgy one to make the mold so I can squeeze all the bubbles out. And also, I thought, I'm not going to use the encasement anymore, and I'm going to make my own little, build my own little enclosure for the mold. And so I did. To build the enclosure, I've got this foam board left over from another video that I did. So I've used this to put the elephant on, but I protected with the vinyl because I thought I don't want the silicone. It's probably not going to stick, but I thought I'm not going to take any chances. So I covered the base with the vinyl and then created the walls around it using acetate sheets and just making it all nice and tight. Use hot glue to seal it at the bottom, and then looked for a silicone that had an hardness between, like, I wanted 10 really, because I wanted it really, really squidgy just to make it easier to get the elephant out. Don't get me wrong, I have tried this mold and the elephant does come out with a little bit of a jiggery pokery. As you can see, it's very flexible. There's nothing wrong with the silicone. But I thought, as I've gone down the rabbit hole, I'm going to try to find different ones to play with. And also, as soon as you get the ears out, then this pops out really easy, at least on the full one. This is a little bit tricky because obviously it's got a hole at the bottom, so it's a little bit tricky to get it out, but it's brilliant. I love this mold. Anyway, let's go back. So I built the enclosure and I used this silicone, which I believe it should be Shaw 20. It's really difficult to find a lower Shaw, at least on Amazon. And this is your usual silicone, part A, part B, 1-to-1 ratio, and then you build your mold. So what I did, I created the encasement, plonked the elephant in. This is really heavy because, by the way, I've used jesmonite AC100 to make this, and then obviously I created the back, so it's pretty weighty. And so I created the first encasement as close to the elephant as possible. So, but my first attempt with that silicone failed because the ears were too close to the edges, so there was like a really thin layer around the ears on the mold, so that broke, so it had to be scrapped. I didn't want to be defeated, so I tried again and I tried to make it like a bit of a funny shape. I tried to make it as thin as possible, and I ended up with this. As you can see, I was trying to make sure that it was like the chin wasn't too thick. And look how squidgy the silicone is. Oh my God, you can see the difference between the various silicones. I know this is smaller, it's not a brick, but there we go. And this was a bit challenging to trying to get, and yeah, it was a bit difficult. But what happened, I think the elephant moved a little bit because I didn't stick it to the bottom because I thought, oh, it's heavy enough. And it worked with the other silicone. But for some reason, I think this one went under the elephant and it created a film. And when I was taking the film off, a little bit of it stuck to the edges. So when I make the elephants with this mold, there's an imperfection. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but there's an imperfection there. And I wanted to be as perfect as I possibly can. I decided to try again. But this time I didn't make like the shape of the nose or whatever, and I made it round. I made with the same principle. I used the foam board, I used the vinyl, I used the acetate to encase it, and this is what I came out with. This is brilliant, this is really good. The only problem is that for some reason on the trunk there's a little imperfection there. That was like, oh, jeez. I can't believe it. So one mold thrown away using this silicone, and then 2 molds that they've got imperfections. I was like, no, I've got to try again. And this is where this video is coming about. So in this video, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to rebuild another elephant. So I'm going to take you through all of the process of building the back of the elephant and then making the mold, making the enclosure, making the mold. I'm going to be using this time some old plasticine as well, just to trying to make sure that step up under the chin, just to trying to make it as thin as possible and as close to the edges. At one point, I even had the idea of trying to build the whole outside, like the whole, frame with plasticine all around the elephant. And I even considered doing the 2 parts with silicone, the molds that they make, that they're like 2 parts. You've got a bottom and a top, and then you open them up. And I was like, no, I want it whole and I want it as easy as possible, which turned up to be a challenging project. But here we go. So I'm going to take you through the whole process, building the elephants, building the enclosure, using some plasticine as well to try to make it, as I said, as thin as possible, whatever I can do. I've decided to use a different silicone. Ta-da! I think this is Shore 15. But yes, super elastic and translucent. See how I get on with this. And then I'm going to build my army of elephants. Oh my God! I am so excited. And to build my army of elephants, I'm going to be using jesmonite AC100. I absolutely love this stuff. I find it amazing. I love the texture, I love the smell, I love everything about it. It's just so cool. So that's it. So this is what this video is going to be about. Building and making the whole mold. And then I'm going to make in this video one of the elephants. And then there's going to be another video where I actually decorate them and build my army. I wonder how many I'm going to make. Oh. Oops. It has to be done. It has to be done. I love elephants. Let me get on with the mold. I'll take you through the process and then we're going to make an elephant. I'll see you later. Oh, hello there from VoiceOver Connie. I'm still not used to doing this, so apologise in advance for me messing it up. But as you can see, I think this is pretty straightforward of what I've done so far, and that you just saw me coating the elephant a little bit with I acrylic medium. That's all I had, so I thought I'll just give it a little bit. It's just because I sanded it down, so I didn't want to be too porous. And then, as you can see, I started making the enclosure for the silicone, and this is when it all started going a little bit wrong. And you will see in a minute what happened. But I did not realize that this happened until I started editing the video. So far, so good. I'm measuring the distance between the elephant and the walls, just trying to make sure that it doesn't happen what happened with the orange silicone, that then I had gaps and holes and it was just gonna be wrong. So there we go. Me, measuring the silicone, and I didn't measure enough. But while I'm measuring the second cup, you will see what happens. Pay attention to the elephant and you'll see what happens. So keep focus on the elephant, and then after I make the second batch of silicone, I'm gonna switch and gonna start again, and I'll show you when I make the second mold, because this didn't go to plans when I took it off. So if you pay attention, here it goes, oh, boom, plop, and there was a massive bubble underneath the elephant which lifted it up. And yeah, what can I say? I don't have any words because I was stunned. I couldn't believe it, how many times I had to remake this silicone mold. But so this is the second one that I made with this particular silicone. But I'll let you carry on watching and see what happens at the end if I do get an elephant. Well, I have got a mold, but this was not easy, because you probably seen on the video that the first mold that I made, there was an issue. The elephant lifted, and there we go. We ended up with a hole in the chin. Oh my God, this project is killing me. I hope this is the end of it. Oh, I hope this is the end of it. But the important thing is that I have a mold. So I'm very excited, and I'm gonna do the elephant now, and I'm gonna try. I've got my jesmonite, and I'm gonna do, it's about, the jesmonite is 1 to 2.5, 1 liquid to 2.5 powder. And I'm gonna do 200 grams of liquid and 500 of the powder, because I have tried with the other mold, and this is pretty much what the mold takes, but there will be some left over. So what I've been doing, I've been filling up these little tiny molds, because then I've got loads now. So I'm gonna do something with them later on, but they're on standby just in case I need them. But let's measure the jesmonite. And as jesmonite is not white, I've decided to colour it and put some white pigment in it. Oh, so I want them white so I can decorate them. Oh, I'm ready for the pouring. Now, for the pouring, I've seen a video about, because I was trying to see, how can you avoid bubbles in jesmonite for like complex molds and stuff like that. And I watched a video that is brilliant, and the advice that they given is that coat the mold before you pour the rest. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to coat the mold. So I'm gonna put a little bit of jesmonite in it. Mess is not, you can't avoid it, so I apologize for you sensitive souls. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to swivel it around, trying to get rid of any bubbles. Bash it up a bit. And swivel it around. And I'm going to cover the chin area and the little trunk. Hoping that we're going to be okay. Hopefully that will do. Let's fill it up. Okay, I'm going to leave that for about half an hour. I want to get it out once the jesmonite start curing, when it gets warm. The reason being is that I don't want to leave it sweating inside the mold. So it's going to be hot, but not too hot to handle. So it's going to be okay getting it out of the mold. So I'm going to see you back in half an hour when we can demold. And fingers crossed. There's not going to be any bubbles. But let's see. Let's see how we get on. I'll see you in a minute. Demold time. Let's have a look. Ooh. Fingers crossed. Oh, moment of truth. Oh, I'm really pleased. I'm so pleased on how it turned out. Oh my God. And there's no bubbles. So it does work to coat the mold, and then you just pour it in. Oh my God, I love the smell. It's still a little bit warm. I haven't done a great job with the elephant, but it doesn't matter because I can cover it with the decorations, or I can sand it down a little bit. Knowing me, I will probably make another one, or just trying to make another mold and sand it down and make it perfect. Well, perfect, as perfect as it can be. But at least on the head, it's just really cute and it came out really, really well. I am very, very pleased with this. What do you think? Look at this. Isn't he adorable? Look at that little face. Oh my God. All is left to do. So yeah, this mold works. And it's brilliant and I love it. I love it. And I'm so pleased that finally I got there. It took me a while to get there and it was a bit of a heartache. Oh my God, geez. It took me ages to get to this stage, but I got it. And now all I need to do, I need to create my army of elephants, my little elephant parade. Geez, I think my husband is going to kick me out because there's going to be elephants everywhere. Thank goodness he likes them. That's all good. That's all good. But all there's left to do is decorate them. But I'm running out of time and this video is going to be long enough. So I'm afraid, but you will have to wait. Which gives you a chance that if you enjoy this video, why not give me the thumbs up? It really, really helps my channel to grow. And also, if you really, really liked it and you want to see the elephants being decorated, then subscribe and hit the bell so you can receive the notification on when the next video is out. I'm so happy with the little elephant, and now I've already wrote down a list on how I want to decorate them. And that involves silk screen as well. With these curves. See how I get on. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. It came out so well. Look at that. Smooth. Really smooth. And no bubbles. So brilliant. So cool. It's really heavy as well. But thank you so much for watching. Take care for now. Bye bye.